everybody, welcome back inside the Behind the Mat. And in this episode I got a new TV. Actually it's that one, and I want to mount this one on the wall. So that one has a mount. I'm going to measure it up and design something in Fusion 360, print it out and mount that on the wall. Follow along and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I got a new TV. This is the new one. This was the one that was mounted up there, but this one's bigger, so I figured I'd take this one and use it for the purpose that I wanted, the smaller one, which is I'm going to have it displaying my Octoprint on there, and I'm going to mount it on the wall right there. So this thing has a mount on it. Let's take a look at that real quick. So this is the one part that is going to be a little bit more simplified. I don't necessarily need it to swivel or anything, but the main part, let's see if I can get this, is going to be that guy right there. So I'm going to take that off and I'm going to do some measurements and then see what we could do in the CAD. Alright, so that's the plate that goes on the back, and like I said, I'm going to make a crude representation of what you see here. I will jump over into my Fusion 360 and go from there. Now, I'm not a designer and I'm still learning how to use Fusion 360, so some of the process might not be recorded because it would probably take way too long. So stay tuned. Alright, well, I've been at this for a couple minutes, and I got a basic geometry of the outside of this thing. I'm going to do a little extrusion, make some holes, and keep going forward. Alright, so I've been at this for about an hour, I think. Like I said, I'm not a designer, but here's my TV mount. Let's kind of walk through it and show you what I did. So I drew up the shape, made some arcs, and then let's try that again. So this is my original sketch. Just I made some measurements and put these circles at a certain distance, made a 3-point arc. The square was first, and then I did an extrusion, and then I made another sketch on top of that for my holes. I extruded the holes, made a chamfer or a countersink, put the center mast on, kind of drew that as a new component, did a little bit of a line draw, and actually those are coming up weird, so I might have a issue. I'll have to fix this. Drew that on top. And let's see what that's sketched. Yeah, I'll have to look through this and make sure that everything's good. But cut those off, made it all together, and made the last set of holes in the countersinks. And of course, then I fillet the top. Yeah, say that again. So now I'm going to export this and save it as an STL file. Because my two computers aren't linked, this is what I've been doing. I just throw it on my Raspberry Pi, and then I can go out to my other computer and download it from my Raspberry Pi, bring it into my slicer, and then slice it, and then send the G-code right back to the Raspberry Pi and print it. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll send it to the printer. Alright, got it in the slicer. It says it's gonna take 2 hours and 41 minutes, but we all know that that's a lie. I'm gonna be printing it. Let's just take a peek at it real quick. I'm gonna be printing it at 70 millimeters per second, 0.2 layer height, 30% infill. I did enable some supports and put them in manually right up underneath that. And I've sent it to the printer, and I've got the printer warming up. I got the wood filament still in there, and I'm going to print me a wooden TV mount. So we'll see how it turns out. Alright, this thing finished up. Knock that damn camera over again. Now, I think I've come to the conclusion that the string is actually a retraction issue. Some of this filament gets outside of the nozzle area and it's not capable of sucking it back in. So, well, most of it's really easy to clean up. Should be able to probably sand it because it's wood. So I've got some supports to remove in here, and then I'm going to try it out on the mount and see if it fits. So let's take a peek. It does fit in here with a little bit of persistence. So I'm good on that, but I did make one minor design flaw, and that was when I measured these holes. I kind of got lost in translation. That part of it fits, but the holes don't quite match up. So the one good side of it is that at least two of the holes line up with that, so I can put it on that. And then I've got that for that, and now I just got to make some kind of bracket like that to receive that. Or I can also go back into my drawing and kind of go back to the drawing board on this. But it's wood PLA I made it out of, and it printed great. The supports came off real easy. That's a little gouging from where I shoved it inside of that, because there's some set screws in there, if you can see that. But anyways, that's my TV design. I'm going to finish doing some more designs. I'm going to have to print out a wall bracket, and then we'll get it mounted on the wall. Alright, so as you can see, like I said, it was going to be a primitive version. But I think it's going to work. So I've got it sent over to the other computer. Got it in my slicer, and I'm going to print it up. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to make sure all these settings are right, and then we'll send it off to the printer. We're going to keep going in the wood. Alright, this thing finished printing up. This is going to be the wall mount that I designed up. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so here's two parts. Perfect. So I did get thinking overnight, because it's the next day, that I can actually take this I think I'll just drill some holes through to where it lines up instead of having to print it all over again. But that part matched up, and that was a good thing. So there you have it, one TV mount for the wall made with a 3D printer. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe while you're here, set that notification so you'll know when my next video is coming. Set a comment down below if you think that there's anything that I could do different, or I did something wrong, or just comment that you liked it, and keep coming back, everybody. Happy printing.